hear me? Yes, great. Welcome everyone. Thank you Samba Band, you've been amazing. Gonna just wait for them to stop. Thank you Samba Band. You've been amazing. Wow. First of all, how amazing is this? Look at how many of us have gathered here to protect this beautiful space. St Ives Bay shapes our lives in so many ways. We are this place and we are determined to protect it. This is what caring deeply about the natural world looks like. This is what community looks like. This is what people power looks like. Because when we come together, our individual voices merge to become stronger and louder and much harder to ignore. So we're going to have a few speakers. I'm going to start off telling you a little bit about the big picture. We've got some more sciencey speakers, we've got some young people speaking, and then at the end we're going to have an open mic if people want to come and have a chat. And then we're going to have a paddle out in Middle Beach, which Harris is going to help us sort out. So, I'm Sanara, I'm one of the organising committee. Big shout out to the organising committee, you know who you are, you've done an incredible job, it's just been a month. So, firstly I want to talk about the context in which Planetary Technologies suddenly landed. Because we live in a beautiful and much sought after place, I often feel that things are done to us rather than with us. Another block of luxury flats goes up and a sand dune is destroyed. Endless sewage spills blight our seas and beaches, and Southwest Water shareholders pocket a fortune. Developers plan bonanza profits from a massive luxury complex to be built on the pristine land above Port Kidney Sands. The ancient Pen Beagle fields are constantly under threat. And then another one of your mates starts living in their van because there is nowhere to rent. I could go on and on. We are a community under constant pressure. It feels like a never-ending war of attrition as this place is squeezed for profit in every direction. No wonder we have a healthy scepticism about projects that we are told are good for us. But what I also see is a community that loves our natural environment and works to protect it. And when we come together like we are today, we really do have the power to change things. If you need proof, just look at the wreckage on the cliffs by St Ives Bay Hotel. Yes, we did that. There's more work to do there, but we did that. So on to Planetary Technologies. They're a for-profit company based in Canada who want to be the first to develop a technical product which will add magnesium hydroxide to sewage, which then flows into the sea. This is called ocean alkalinity enhancement, and it's designed to draw down carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. This may be a tool for combating some aspects of climate heating in the future. Their business model is selling this system to water companies and also selling carbon removal credits, the revenues from which will be split with the water companies. They plan to do this in thousands of sites around the world, but right now we are one of only 3 sites where they are testing their system. Unfortunately, Planetary Technologies forgot to mention their experiment to any of the actual humans living here, and we were all totally gobsmacked when news leaked out from a report in the Times. There was zero communication, and all we knew was that the next phase of the experiment would happen imminently. It was a done deal. Finding out information at this point was difficult, but a group of environmentalists throughout Cornwall worked to collate what was said in meetings into individuals and to pass that information to one another. Knowledge is power. Sue will talk in details about the risk of the planned experiment and also the wider issues of selling carbon credits and sourcing magnesium hydroxide. To be fair to Planetary Technologies, since their initial total shock at the community response, They have worked very hard to engage. They are good people with a genuine belief that their system will have a positive impact on oceans and the climate. And I would love it if this works out for them. But I also know that this has the potential to go very wrong. Even the International Maritime Organization has stated the need for proper regulation of ocean alkalinity enhancement due to its potential to cause harm. The good news is we have already had an enormous impact on the proposed experiment. There have been many important concessions due to engagement and numerous individuals and groups, and also from the pressure comes the momentum behind this protest. The amount of magnesium hydroxide to be used and flow times have been greatly reduced from 2,000 tonnes to 200. And the date of the experiment, first it was May, and then June, then September. And the news is that the Environment Agency have asked for an indefinite pause until certain criteria are met. Yes. We think this may include an independent environmental impact assessment, one of our most important demands, but we haven't got full clarity on this yet. A month ago, we had no idea what was happening and we felt powerless. Now everything has changed. This won't be the last time we need to come together. We have to keep scrutinising Planetary Technology and other companies that will come to us with climate projects and businesses in the years ahead. Some will be right for our local environment and community, and some won't. We get to be part of the conversation. Today we have drawn a line in the sand, a circle of surfers in the sea. We will always show up and stand together to save St Ives Bay. Thank you. Thanks for that. I was really nervous, but it's lovely having you all here. Okay, our next speaker is Spoonbill. Spoonbill. Here he is. Okay, big round of applause.
Yeah, excuse me if I falter. I've never spoken to so many people in all my life, and we've all got this one ambition, and we've just heard the greatest news possible. So here's my little piece, and I attended the first consultation meeting in Hayle and thought it was unprofessional, condescending and naive. The assumption was that we all roll over and accept their science at face value without question, and how wrong they are. Over the last 3 weeks, Planetary have been giving out mixed messages, so it's hard to know what to believe. We do need an independent peer review of the last experiment in October 2022. I haven't yet been convinced that this experiment is absolutely safe and, importantly, taken into account unintentional and unforeseen circumstances. So why haven't Planetary done an environmental impact assessment? And yes, we do believe in climate change, and we do need to drastically reduce our use of fossil fuels and insulate our homes. But scaling up to 2 lorry loads a day of magnesium hydroxide dumped into our bay is not the answer. Planetary is a business, and people and companies will be investing, buying enthusiastically their carbon credits. Their motives here that I don't understand, and I'm sadly to say that I don't really know. It's South West Water who could be the unlikely winners in all this. Is this about treating effluent more than drawdown of CO2? This bay is very precious to the marine ecology and to the local community, and should not be put at risk. Thank you.